Ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first to not only introduce you, but welcome you to the first episode of BCW Anarchy, as we're starting off hot and heavy with a clash between Wes Lee and John Morrison. Some might say that this is a generational clash, or this could be a clash of styles. We're just gonna have to find out what the case may be in a few moments, but all and more coming at you live from Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. We're back here live for the debut episode of BCW Anarchy with the one and only the Cardiac Kid himself coming into fray. Wes Lee making his Anarchy debut, and well, he hasn't been the most liked superstar as of late in the WWE and NXT specifically. The man has a really great resume to look back on. A former Super X Cup winner back in TNA, a former NXT North American champion, former NXT Dusty Cup winner with his former best friend, his former brother, Zachary Wentz, as a part of MSK, but he's been making a lot of enemies as of late. He's found not that many friends, but I don't think he cares about friends. He cares about winning, and he cares about the values of winning. He cares about the sentiment of being at the top. And right now, Wes Lee is looking to make a big statement here tonight against John Morrison, the Shaman of Sexy, a really great veteran, a former world champion across the world, competed in Mexico and as well as TNA. And my God, he has a really stacked record as well. But he has to go up against a youngin'. He has to go up against someone as resilient as Wes Lee. But right now, we got to worry about this man. Like I said before, the Shaman of Sexy, the Parkour King, John Morrison, making his Anarchy debut as well. As I said before, this man is a huge, and I mean huge, legend in the game. A very underrated veteran as well. And he's made his claim to fame in many more ways than one. A former unified WWE Tag Team Champion with The Miz, a former Intercontinental Champion. It is yet to seem some type of world championship gold in the big leagues, but can he find some success here in BCW? Only got one way to find out, and this would be a big way to kick off some type of momentum booster for John Morrison in his career. He's not younger as he used to be. He's getting up there in age. He doesn't really have that much time left to prove himself to the world of wrestling. But right now, he has to go up against a young gun like Wes Lee, one-on-one. And the bell has sounded as we're underway for the first ever match in BCW Anarchy. Wes Lee now coming in with the big jabs and a big forearm right to the face of Morrison. And now oh my goodness, immediately John Morrison catching Wes Lee off guard. It's that veteran instinct coming into play here, but as soon as Morrison tries to find some breathing room, Wes Lee's able to counteract that with a capo kick right to the face. Now Morrison, again, on the defensive for a little bit of time there with a big drop kick there by Lee. Wes Lee still trying to find some way to boost his ego, to flex his ego, I should say. A big leg extending pull there by Lee, trying to attack the lower body here. Attacking at the ankle, probably the shin, the calf. Trying to extend some ligaments here, trying to, I guess, exercise some of those past injuries that Morrison's had with his legs. And now here comes Lee again with a suplex. Taking down Morrison. Easier said than done here. Face wash cover. No pin attempt. No kick out. No one count at all. Shockingly enough. But now Morrison, here we go. I'm looking for a suplex there, but Lee's able to counter. And Lee again might have been looking to go at Morrison here, trying to instigate something, and that time Morrison catches him off guard. Springboard moonsault to follow up the flapjack. Now Morrison once again has Lee up against the ropes, literally and figuratively, as he takes him out the ring. And here comes Morrison all the way to the top. Nothing's gonna stop him with an elbow drop right to the heart of the Cardiac Kid. That might just incapacitate the Cardiac Kid for the moment. Throws him back inside the ring momentarily. And now Morrison's starting to strut his stuff. And I don't think that's a good idea. He's giving Wes Lee some breathing room. He's giving him some time to get back up to his feet here. Goes back to the springboard. Oh my goodness, and a Hurricane Rana. Lands on his feet too. Wesley now on the offensive, trying to keep his head in the game here. Big insecurity right to the back of the head. And now here comes another pin attempt, face wash again. Oh my goodness, near the ropes that time. Referee didn't see that as he was far away from any sight of the ropes. Moonlight drive, got back up to his feet though, as Lee, but that time Morrison was able to grasp him by the neck. Big super kick, it drops Morrison. Now Lee once again has Morrison right where he wants him for something big here potentially. Big uppercut there by Lee. As I talked about accomplishments earlier, Wesley is one of the longest reigning North American champions of all time, and probably one of the greatest North American champions of all time, as he goes for the cover on Morrison here. Full body press and a kick out again. And now that's just extending more of Morrison's energy, if you may. Now, again, Wesley just showing the world that it's his world now. Oh my goodness, not anybody else's. As a huge meteor, that might have hit his knees as he landed knees first on the mat. That unforgiving ring canvas and a kick out. Again, Morrison. That resilience, that heart that Morrison possesses, but still that heart is being exploited by Lee at the moment of a big lariat. Yeah, here comes Morrison once again off the top rope with a springboard moonsault. And now Morrison having him right where he wants him. Jomo looking for something off the top rope. Here he comes, 450 elbow, that time a no. Lee was able to get out the way of a signature move of John Morrison. For the meantime, here comes Lee. Grabs both boots. And this time he catches Morrison off guard. On the ropes here, Lee might be looking to make him pay with a big missile drop kick, as he does so with authority. And now Lee might be looking to follow it up with a cardiac kick, folding him like an accordion. You could count to 100. That might be the end of the match. Oh, and a kick out, barely getting the shoulder up at 2.5. And once again, you see Lee just not even giving any sort of attention to John Morrison. And that is again making him just an easy target for Morrison to exploit. Huge flapjack again and another springboard moonsault. Covered back press. That might be the downfall. Wesley is doing a kick out. Barely getting the shoulder up there. Oh my, looking to follow over the shooting star. And that time Lee was able to scout it. Lee now, big DDT. Might be looking to ground John Morrison for the moment. Morrison definitely, oh my goodness, has been taken to another level by Wesley. Maybe to another limit, some might say. Here comes another cover face wash once again. Lee, oh, wait a minute. Lee's just, I guess he's just not done with him. He just let go of the pin. That could have been an easy win. What the hell? Wesley just removed himself from the pin. I'm flabbergasted from that. Why? Why the hell would you do that? That was a complete blatant disregard and a bastard-like move from Wesley, as he's getting what he deserves as a big dropkick sends him out the ring. And now Morrison, takes him down. And that time he connects with a leg drop on the outside of Lee. A leg trip into a leg drop with some style on it, as Morrison usually does. And now Morrison takes him inside the ring once again. Might be looking for the win here over Lee. And another kick out. Wesley again definitely having a very hard time trying to get rid of Morrison. He could have had the easy win there, but he got out of the pin. And a very cocky and egotistical move from the cardiac kid, and he might be looking to pay for it. Morrison now off the top with an elbow. That 450 elbow drop. And that might be it. No, and a kick out barely. Just barely. And you might think that Morrison has just used everything in his arsenal besides the Starship Pain. And Wesley once again just getting decimated by Morrison. Morrison calling him up to his feet. Off the corkscrew, might have been looking for a splash onto Wesley that time, but Lee was able to catch him. into a double axe handle. Wesley, once again, very crafty. He's been in the game for more than a decade now. It's the same with Morrison. Morrison, again, and Lee. Back and forth we go in the first match in BCW. Back and forth action. High intensity drama. Who is going to have the first big time exclamation point as Wesley hits a super kick on their first ever match in BCW. Lee now going to the back, running in, big elbow. Wesley feeling himself now. He's feeling that energy. Big drop kick right to the chest. My God. That has to be it now. 2 count. No, and barely. Damn near looking like Morrison had to use both of his shoulders to get himself off the mat. And now Lee sizing him up for something big here. Wait a minute. Small package. Potentially that time catches him off guard again. Morrison. Oh, and a barely. The referee calls the 2 count again. A kick out by Morrison. That didn't even look like a kick out from certain angles there. As Lee kind of busted open and looks like big elbow. Not even going to phase him. Big time cardiac kick out the corner. With authority. And with such malice to grant himself the win. What a match. For the first ever match in BCW, you got to give credit to both competitors there. Because my lord, what a showing for both Morrison and Lee. Even if you didn't like how Lee handled certain situations in the match, he still gave it 100%. Same with Morrison. As Morrison definitely might be needing to go back to the fundamentals, go back to the drawing board. As Wesley used a lot of his ego and his cognitive center, almost costed him here. Watch this again. Big leg drop on the outside. Excuse me, but that time Morrison put him back inside the ring, goes for the cover. Huge kick out there, but this time I almost thought it was it. Big elbow right to the chest. 450 elbow, might I add. And barely, just barely Lee getting out of there. At that time, Lee just might have outsmarted the worldwide veteran John Morrison, as this was the final, oh my goodness, this final decider. The cardiac kick into the 1, the 2, and the 3. For the big win for the cardiac killer. The cardiac killer, whatever you want to call him. This man right there might be looking at himself a potential opportunity at one of the major championships, like the Continental Championship, for instance. As we have a match later on tonight, as you might have saw, as the match graphics were appearing on the screen, as Mike Bailey goes up against Noam Dar one-on-one. But right now, the Cardiac Kid is celebrating his first ever win in BCW. What's next for the Cardiac Kid? You're just gonna have to find out. But as we are wrapping up a battle, another one enters. Tag Team Tournament Turmoil. The Rascals versus the Undisputed Kingdom. It's all going down in the first round. The BCW World Tag Title Tournament. Who will be the first team to gain supremacy in the tag title race? Back here live in BCW Anarchy in full sail, you are looking at former brethren of the Cardiac Kid who just had his match not too long ago. Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, the Rascals. These two guys are brothers to the very end and representing TNA wrestling for the most part. And right now, these two not focused on their past, not focused on Wesley, not focused on what they had to go through and dwell over last year. 2025 is a new year. It's a new outlook for the Rascals. Putting their past behind them, looking towards the future. A bigger and potentially brighter future for these two talented competitors, as they were both former TNA World Tag Team Champions at one point or another, looking towards the NXT Tag Team titles last year, but came up short against Fraxium. They know something about holding tag titles, and they are not shy of holding, potentially being the ones to become BCW World Tag Team Champions and the first ever tag champions at that. But speaking of formidable tag teams, speaking of probably underrated and legendary tag teams. You can't look further than the Undisputed Kingdom, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. Hard-hitting, technical specimens. These two held NXT Tag Team Gold on several occasions. Between Red Dragon or potentially these two, these guys had a thing or two about being a formidable and, dare I say, one of the greatest tag teams in NXT history. Coming to AEW, hasn't seen much success in the tag team division, but Roderick Strong, a former international champion, some might say he had the Undisputed Kingdom on his back for a very long time, along with Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. But for that time, Roderick Strong really proved himself to still be resilient, to still show as much heart as he has, and being a very criminally underrated 2 decades plus in the game. Roderick Strong has shown a lot of heart and a lot of soul. So is Kyle O'Reilly, former Ring of Honor World Champion. Again, showed as much success in Ring of Honor's World Tag Team Championships with Bobby Fish. The list can go on and on of achievements and accomplishments that these two men have either together or separate. But nothing can deny that these two will go down as pure tag team legends when this is all said and done for them. But can they look towards the future? Can they look towards becoming BCW World Tag Team Champions potentially? The inaugural BCW World Tag Team Champions. As this is the first round of the tournament. Wentz seemed ready to go. O'Reilly seemed ready to go. All we need is a start, and here we go. We're underway. Collar and elbow tie up at the beginning of the matchup here. Sending him right into the corner of the Rascals. That's enemy territory right now. And here's O'Reilly getting tapped around. Big striking combination. Fast-paced offense from the Rascals. That's what you can expect from Trey and Wentz. These two guys have not only made it very clear that they are coming for gold this year. It's their big, not only mission, but priority is O'Reilly. Looking to stop that real fast as the big boot right to the face. Just stomping him right into the ground. And now here comes O'Reilly now looking to return the favor there to Trey. As this match is already becoming more of a race to see who can, oh my goodness, who can get the upper hand as fast enough. As O'Reilly just changed the game with one German suplex. As Trey holding onto the head of his, landing on the back of his neck hard. As O'Reilly, oh my goodness, again with a stop to the right to the back of the head. Exploiting what Trey is looking to be hurting here in the early goings of this match. Oh my goodness, O'Reilly. Very big Muay Thai background with those knees right to the midsection. O'Reilly just always blunt, always looking to show that he's still a straightforward striker. Once again, tag made a Roderick Strong. Early tags trying to keep the other man fresh. Big DDT into a big-time suplex by Roddy. And now immediately a tag as Roddy's looking for, oh my goodness, something here. Oh, that time baiting in Wentz. Roddy now, big strike combination into a gory, oh my goodness, gory special jawbreaker of sorts. As Roddy looked a little bit untangled there. But that time he got the job done nonetheless, so I can't really say anything about that. Big time gut buster from the Messiah of the Backbreakers. Former North American champion, and as I said before the match, as they're making their way out here, former international champion. Oh my goodness, a very underappreciated wrestler. Goodness, ended the cover early on Wentz. In the middle of the ring there on the Anarchy logo and a big kick out. It's now Wentz on the defensive early. Ground and pound by Roddy. Oh my goodness. Roddy is not afraid to get in your face. He's not afraid to show his strikes, his hands and his feet. And oh my goodness, his power game. Huge power slam on the center of the ring. And again, looking to target that back for what he has in store. Those backbreakers hurt. I can feel him just from the commentary desk. Huge butterfly suplex. Taking down one of the wrestlers with authority. And I'd like to mention how big of a win this could be for both competitors in this match. Both teams really could use some momentum on their side. As O'Reilly gets tagged into the match. both teams could really use this big of a momentum boost and a big morale boost, as this could really help Adam Cole just seek all gold undisputed kingdom once again, as they did it one time in NXT. They could do it in BCW perhaps, but we haven't seen any side of Adam Cole. It's just been O'Reilly and Strong for the meantime. I think he just wants it to be that way. As here comes Wentz and Trey again. Trey trying to take it right to O'Reilly, as well as Wentz. Big double stomp right to the top of the spinal cord there. As he landed right on the shoulder blade, it looked like, on that double stomp. But that time, Trey looking to get technical with O'Reilly. And now off the top rope immediately, might have looking for a moonsault. But that time, got nothing and ate the canvas as that huge German suplex ended the cover. But that time, no count was needed. That's a big kick out and a rolling out the ring. Just knowing some ring awareness from Trey. Both men have experience. All four men have experience in the ring. Very long ways of experience. A long time being in this ring, being in this squared circle, getting close to championship contention, but failing at each time. As Wentz and Trey only have one TNA World Tag Team title gold, once in their careers. A big double stomp right to the back. As Trey has held the TNA X Division Championship on his own when Wentz wasn't around, and Wesley was already doing stuff in his endeavors with WWE and mainly NXT, becoming the North American champion on a big drop kick off the ropes as Roddy gets hit down hard. Trey Miguel having to really exhort to just finding his own ventures, trying to find himself, as Wentz came along and they became TNA World Tag Team Champions, finding himself in the midst of 2024, winning the TNA X Division Championship in that Ultimate X match at TNA Emergence. As here comes Wentz on the top rope with a frog splash. And that time, you can't say that Wentz and Trey haven't been accomplished. Same with the Undisputed Kingdom. As I just mentioned, oh my goodness, there are many of accomplishments over the course of their time in TNA. And oh my goodness, I guess Roddy's sick and tired of me listing off the Rascals' accomplishments. He's looking to add an accomplishment of his oown right now, trying to beat the Rascals here tonight. It could lead to a big opportunity in them becoming World Tag Team Champions. Eventually, potentially even, I should say. As O'Reilly sat into the match with a big kick to the knee, as Roddy held him in the figure four positioning, and a big kick to the knee again. As I said before the match even started, O'Reilly and Strong know how to really get their hands dirty inside the squared circle. These two have a really big, strong presence as technical specimens, as O'Reilly goes for the cover there and a big kick out there, as they're trying to look to expand some energy. Well, yes, you could say Trey and Wentz are very resilient, very heart-heavy athletes in their own right. It still takes a lot of them to kick out, and it still takes a lot of them to really fight back and to see another day and potentially advance in the tournament. But O'Reilly, once again, just making it harder for Trey to watch as his brother is being absolutely, oh my God, destroyed by O'Reilly in the moment. And now O'Reilly with a rolling elbow. Strikes, grapples, submissions, anything that you could think of. It's just going to be really much harder for, oh my God, as Wentz has just been knocked down right down to the back end of the cover that time. But Trey, even if he has to take out the referee to stop the count, Trey has to do what he has to do. The ref's down enough for a little while, but now she's back up to her feet, thankfully. No shenanigans were able to be pulled off in that time with a big pump kick. It's that time the referee is able to get out of the way there. Now O'Reilly getting back up to his feet. Now here we go. Oh my goodness, with an arm drag. Once again, that technical, tenacious side of O'Reilly, if you will, just coming into play. Just overpowering Trey and Wentz for the moment. It's now O'Reilly dragging him from the head region. As now Strong dealing with Trey on the outside now. Oh my goodness. Roddy's just taking advantage of not being the legal man, but he's given every single ounce of beating to Trey as he's sending him leg first right into the announcer's desk. Hope he doesn't break it, because I can't afford it right now. Oh my goodness, I can't afford to lose my desk. I need to see the action up close. This is the only way I can see it. Oh my goodness, what a big kick right to the midsection. Oh my goodness, sends Roddy midsection first right to the edge of the desk. And oh my goodness, that time O'Reilly makes him pay. O'Reilly just waiting. Just out inside the ring. But now that time he's had enough. He might be looking to just get Trey inside the ring and end this match. As Roddy's still trying to recover from that. Just whip into the announcer's desk, there. Oh my goodness, O'Reilly elbows. Strike after strike. Trying to knock Trey down. A peg here, and he does with a big lariat. With some force behind it. And that time O'Reilly hits a knee. Trying to prove that he's just on another level, man. He's just trying to prove to Trey that he is just not on the level of the Undisputed Kingdom. As, oh my God, again. Roddy is taking full advantage of not being the legal man. But that time, wait a minute, Trey. Elusive as he is. Look at this. Then Roddy right out of his boots there with a Hurricane Rana. And now right into the grass. Big Hurricane Rana right to O'Reilly into the cover. No. Not even a chance for the referee to count on one. That time Trey able to catch him with an enziguri. Oh my goodness. Back and forth between both teams here. Tag made to Wentz, the more, I guess you could say, fresher competitor. As, my God, what an elbow. And I think, oh my God, that cut is nasty on Wentz. Getting down to his chest. Tag made. Here we go. Roddy legal in the matchup. Sick kick into the Russian leg sweep. Vintage Roddy Strong with a sick kick right to the face. And a combination between the Russian leg sweep. But that time, wait a minute. Wentz able to escape. I'm looking for a gut check there by Roddy. But that time, no sir. This time Wentz. Oh, wait a second. Roddy. And then to the ropes again into a knee. Just fell into the trap of one of the rascals. And now Wentz not even letting the cut affect him with a blockbuster. And now Trey just kind of worrying, I guess you could say, on the outside as he gets the tag. And he's showing no remorse to Roderick Strong. As Roddy getting his arm taken out of commission here by Trey, it seems like. Tag made, here we go. Oh, they might be looking for the big time here. They might be looking for the finisher. Here we go, feed him to the Lions. Right to the chest of Roderick Strong. Cover, center of the ring. Is O'Reilly going to break it up? And he does. As soon as the count was even made, he wasn't even just thinking about it. He was just out of instinct, it seemed like. And now Wentz ain't done. Curb stomp right to the head of Roderick Strong into the cover. Count, referee, there that time to get it a kick out. It's like O'Reilly knew that Roderick had enough resilience, had enough heart to get out of it. Like I was mentioning before the match, before the belly from rung. That man, Roderick Strong, has a lot of heart, but he's taking a lot of damage by Wentz. Huge poison Rana. He has to get it to the corner there. He has to get to his corner as he makes the tag to O'Reilly. As Trey wanted to get there in time, but that time O'Reilly was able to evade. And now here comes O'Reilly. Fired up seeing Roderick in pain, and now he's looking to dish out some of that pain that he had to witness with his own eyes to Trey and potentially Wentz. As here comes O'Reilly again, attacking the leg of Trey. As Roderick Strong showing that he's all right, going back inside the ring. And now here comes O'Reilly with a big knee, getting some momentum. And now O'Reilly looking to dish out more punishment to Trey. And here, oh my God, O'Reilly charging it with a spear, sending Wentz outside of the ring on the floor. Barely any padding out there, might I add. As O'Reilly, here comes O'Reilly with a big psycho knee off the apron. Taking out Wentz in one way that can only be done by O'Reilly. Here he comes, the violent artist. Oh my goodness. Or should I say the artist of violence. Looking to make some, oh my God, some art out of Trey as he hits him with the big elbow. And now O'Reilly taking him into the corner. Tag made to Roddy. We're looking for something big here. Look at this. In the powerbomb position. What the hell is this? Doomsday device. Off the top of the clothesline. Vintage clothesline by Roddy. Takes down Trey. This could be it here. Big shot to the midsection though. That time he hits the butterfly. Big time butterfly suplex. Following it up. End of Heartache. Right in front of Wentz. Wentz has been taken out of the equation. Puts him back up to his feet. Sends him into the corner with a big knee. And here comes O'Reilly with a backstabber. A chain of offense from the Messiah of the Backbreakers. Roddy tags in. Oh my God, O'Reilly looking at Trey's corpse like some free food or something. Here it comes. O'Reilly sends him into the corner. Here we go. Might be looking for total elimination. Trying to put the finishing touches on this matchup. Into the cover goes Roddy. And now O'Reilly's trying to play defense. No, it's not enough though. Trey able to get the shoulder up as O'Reilly drops Wentz like a bad habit on his back. And now O'Reilly in a whoa, might be looking for something there, but that time Trey able to get out of the arm wrench. No. My goodness. Elbow after elbow, strike after strike. What a big elbow right to the base. Big clothesline there. Vintage Roddy. Tagging to O'Reilly, excuse me. O'Reilly now. Look at that. Springs up on Trey. The body weight. Giving in. Guillotine choke locked in as the Undisputed Kingdom does it. That's all it took. A guillotine choke to incapacitate Trey Miguel. What a performance from both teams. What a match. Can't take away nothing from the Rascals, showing nothing but heart and grit every single step of the way. But it just shows that the Undisputed Kingdom have shown more than enough to potentially call themselves BCW World Tag Team Champions in the future as they advance in the tournament. But as we look at it again, Trey and Wentz, seemingly enough, had an elaborate plan to really decimate O'Reilly from the get-go. But at some points, it did look like they had the Undisputed Kingdom's number, especially from this big double stomp right to the back, as it was a key prioritization from the Rascals to really attack at will. As the big curse on there, that might have been it for Roddy. After this 2 count and a kick out, a big kick out there, that might have been the ending of that match had Roddy didn't have that much energy to really kick out of that. But O'Reilly again, I thought this was it. The total elimination and a kick out. O'Reilly tried to play as much defense as possible, but this was the beginning of the end. The guillotine choke, incapacitating Trey Miguel, really fought hard to get out of it. But the Rascals head back to the drawing board and having to reassess some things as O'Reilly and Strong, Bloody Man Null, move on to bigger and brighter things as the Undisputed Kingdom stand tall. But the true question is right now, who are they going to face? Just got to find out. As we move on from that big tag team encounter between the Rascals and the Undisputed Kingdom, we have big Continental Championship implications for the BCW Continental Championship Tournament. In the first round, Noam Dar, Speedball Mike Bailey. One person can walk out the winner. As we're back here live at Full Sail U, what a big night it has been, and it's about to get even bigger with the arrival of Supernova 11, the leader of Meta 4, Noam Dar. This man has had a huge impact not only in NXT but in NXT UK. One of the longest reigning, or probably the longest reigning, NXT Heritage Cup champion. And right now, NXT is not his concern. Meta 4 might be one of his priorities and concerns, but right now it's him looking to become Continental Champion in the future. Might be looking to advance and get a big, huge win over AEW's biggest signing, one of their biggest signings in 2025, and Speedball Mike Bailey. But can he do that? Can he turn it up to number 11? Can he turn it up to another level? Another notch, if you will. And become one of the elite 3 in the tournament to be a part of the triple threat match in a week's time. And possibly become Continental Champion, the inaugural Continental Champion. We're just going to have to find out, as Mike Bailey ain't nothing to play with. Noam Dar ain't nothing to play with. These two, in general, ain't nothing to play with. But we're just going to have to see who's able to become the one who stands tall in this encounter between Noam Dar and this man, Speedball Mike Bailey. A lethal, and I mean lethal, heavy-hitting striker. A man that's unrelenting. A man that is also a peaceful babyface-like man. A man that's very calm in the ring, precise, if you will, with how he goes about things in a squared circle. But when the time comes to really just show up, put up or shut up, if you will, this man is able to take it up another level. And I wonder, and I sometimes worry, if Noam Dar is ready for what Mike Bailey has in store. Because you just never know. Sometimes some wrestlers are just better and superior to others. But Noam Dar is going to show where he's at in the totem pole, as well as Mike Bailey. Here we go. Match underway here. And oh my goodness, immediately Noam Dar's already off to a really fast-paced waist lock right onto Mike Bailey. Not even letting go. Just trying to take away that midsection. Trying to take away the... Oh my goodness, again, he has that locked in deep. And now here we go. Immediately transitioning into a headlock here. Side headlock takeover by Dar. Now Dar, oh my goodness. Experienced technician. Very down and dirty. He's a dirty playing wrestler. Same with Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey's just as more of a cleaner type of striker. Not really willing to really get down and dirty with the same type of way as Noam Dar. It's Noam Dar again, collar and elbow tie up. Mike Bailey, though, able to switch around, trying to get himself away from Noam Dar here. Now, oh my God, that time with an elbow right to the back of the neck. Trying to slow down Noam's momentum here. That ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. It's Noam Dar once again trying to go for something big here. No, that time another waist lock as he's wrenching it in, trying to, I guess you could say, take out the airspace from the midsection of Bailey. Once again, oh my goodness, this time a big counter. Oh my God, an elbow right to the shoulder blade of Noam Dar. Very technical match so far between Bailey and Dar here. Again, wrenching on the arm here. Has a big rip on the arm as here we go. Mike Bailey, this time able to switch it on Dar. Oh my goodness. That time, Bailey has the upper hand and a big shot to the kidney. In the lower back, it looked like. And oh my goodness, what a big double leg trip. Bailey now. Again, big chop. Unrelenting. Like I said before, precise in how he does his work and his craft in the ring. Noam Dar now. Again, as I said before, a very experienced technician. Not willing to let up. And not willing to find any sort of strong spots. He's looking to find weak spots mainly and prioritize those weak spots at a big double palm chop right to the midsection, excuse me. So here comes Bailey. Tilts a world around the world here with a DDT, spiking Dar. As once many you think Dar has the upper hand, Bailey's able to switch it around and make you switch your perspective of the matchup. And here comes Bailey running in with a big elbow. Fans here in attendance feeling the energy that both Bailey and Noam Dar are exerting out to everybody. My goodness, big shots right to the midsection. As Dar, like I said before, really experienced technical wrestler, throwing a big kick right to the face, right to the chin mainly of Noam Dar. It's Mike Bailey, former TNA X Division champion, knows what it's like to be at the top of the mountain in some certain divisions. And now Noam Dar, oh my goodness, what an elbow of his own. Oh my goodness, and a big shot to the midsection, similar to how Mike Bailey went for an elbow. And oh my goodness, Dar counter with a big kick. And now Bailey able to combo a kick of his own into a shooting star and a kick out by Noah. And again, both men very calculated, not afraid to get themselves into specific positions to get the upper hand on one another. And that's what makes this match so interesting, so intricate, so elaborate, as Mike Bailey looking to shoot for the start here with a tope suicida out to the ring, taking away Noam Dar's ability to get up and try to fight back, as Bailey not letting up here. Big springboard moonsault. Acai moonsault taking down Dar. Mike Bailey having the upper hand here in the early goings. My goodness. Now Bailey just watching idly by stoically in the middle of the ring there. Wait a minute. Dar, whoa. Rope break. Referee saw it from a mile away. Saw that rope break. Saw Mike Bailey's hand. Both of his arms were underneath the bottom rope, actually. Here comes Dar. Oh my goodness. We barely see Supernova 11 go to a certain length of the top rope, but that time sticks to the ground as a big elbow. That might have knocked out Bailey. My goodness. Noam Dar with such malice behind that back elbow. I don't even think Bailey's, oh my goodness, throwing around Bailey right outside the ring. Landed hard on the outside near the barricade. The fans are just rooting for Bailey, rooting for Dar. It's a really mixed bag from the fans here. Both men are very liked from the crowd here. You're in Full Sail. Noam Dar now taking it to the skies again. Very high risk, high reward here. Big double stomp right to the midsection into the cover. Those waist locks are putting in work, and I think that's what he was foreshadowing with a big double stomp and a kick out by Bailey. And now Dar, my goodness, might be looking for something big here. Might be looking for something in the corner, but that time he saw Bailey getting up in the corner of his eye, but now here we go again. Big shot to the face, and now Bailey answers back. These two giving it all they have. The heavy leathers being thrown. My goodness, again. Oh no, Dar showing that ego, showing that, oh my goodness. Showing that different side of him. Oh my goodness, and a big shot. Another one. These two going back and forth. Nothing but a hockey fight. Here we go, we're slugging it now. So one of these men will get the upper hand. Big shot to the face. And here comes Bailey, rapid fire kicks right into the enziguri. Mike Bailey. My God. The crowd is on their feet. I don't think nobody is sitting down after that exchange. As Mike Bailey taking it right to Noam Dar. Oh, and a roundhouse. Right to the face. Right across the cheekbone. And another one. You might be seeing stars. Big shooting star press. Ironically enough, into the cover. No, and a kick out. Barely, ever so slightly, Noam Dar's chances of becoming Continental Champion were fading away there, as Mike Bailey's not letting up. Unrelenting. No remorse by Mike Bailey. I think that's what you gotta do at this current point in the matchup. You see a weak point, you gotta target it. Even if it hurts you on the inside, you gotta make your point in this industry. Another shooting star press. Mike Bailey now looking right at Dar. He doesn't want to stay away from him for too long. Bailey might be looking for something there, but that time, no. I guess something's not in the wheelhouse there, but now Bailey. Here we go. That time, big springboard drop kick, nailing it on Dar's, hurting him inside out. My goodness. And now Bailey. I'd be setting up for something here, something big. Noam Dar. Oh my goodness, not even able to escape in time. Big elbow right to the face and into an enziguri. Like I said before, this man has a 4th-degree black belt in Taekwondo. This man knows position like no one else. Big knee. Wait a minute, no. Countering. Transitions right to it. Oh my goodness, an Achilles lock of some sort. It's a knee bar, if I do say so myself. But that time, Dar able to stun Bailey enough just to get a Nova roller off. My goodness, right on the temple cover. Oh, and Bailey. Mike Bailey able to get the shoulder up enough to get Dar off of his back. And now, Bailey now getting himself some momentum back. Big DDT spiking Dar. Just like earlier on. Bailey now still showing the fight that he has left. My God! What a kick! That might have been a pump kick of some sort. I don't even know what to call that. My God, what a shot. Dar not even fazed by it. Here we go. Oh my God, what a shot to the face. Sending him to the middle turnbuckle here. Now, what does he have planned in store here with a big kick to the arm? Bailey now feeling a little bit of this. Oh my goodness, his wrist and his forearm, but a big pump kick. He's not letting that stop him from invading his personal goals, his dreams of becoming Continental Champion one day. Bailey now. It looked like Dar was trying to escape, but he's in the drop zone. Mike Bailey with the ultimate weapon, and that might just seal the deal. What a match. What an effort by Dar. What a showing by Mike Bailey, most of all, though. Strikes, grapples, high-flying maneuvers, and you wouldn't even think that would be pulled off from one of these men. Mike Bailey and Noam Dar put up a masterclass of a match. Technically, oh my God, strikes like that prove that these two are complete and utter superstars in their own right. Noam Dar put up one hell of an effort, and we will see him soon, and probably sooner rather than later, in BCW. He ain't going anywhere. When Mike Bailey just proved to not only the BCW faithful as, my God, these two men deserve all the credit in the world. I don't care if you hate him or you love him. Mike Bailey and Noam Dar put up one hell of a match, and only one man walked out the victor. And that's just how it is in professional wrestling. You can put up one hell of a fight. You can put up everything in the kitchen sink. But it just all matters on the result as Mike Bailey moves on in the Continental Championship Tournament to become the potentially inaugural BCW Continental Champion.
Truth will ultimately prevail. But there's pain bringing it to light.
Well, as the ominous presence of the chairman Sean Spears lingers, next week, Asuka and Jordynne Grace go at it right now. In the middle of this ring, BCW Women's World Championship Tournament contentions lie here tonight. Back here live in BCW Anarchy for the co-main event of the evening, baby. What a way to kick off the main event scene here in BCW Anarchy with the Juggernaut, the former TNA Knockouts World Champion, Jordynne Grace. A very stacked line of achievements and accomplishments like a lot of competitors that I face here tonight. But for the women's division, this means a lot. This means the world to not only Jordynne Grace, but potentially Asuka to get something under their belt, get some momentum, get some hype, if you will, from the BCW faithful. As this match has all the makings of a really amazing match from both competitors. We just got to find out who becomes the true victor, who becomes the person to come out of this match unscathed enough to challenge for the BCW Women's World Championship. Will it be Asuka? Will it be Jordynne Grace? The Empress of Tomorrow makes her arrival. And not only big presence, but debut here in BCW Anarchy for the first time Not the last time, I must assure you. Big part in a big lead in damage control with Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. But this time around, Asuka's all by herself. Io's on Raw with the Women's World Championship. She might be looking to add some gold with this potential Women's World Championship tournament in her hands right now. A legend in the game, overall Japan, NXT, the main roster, Raw and or SmackDown. Former Women's Tag Team Champion with Kairi Sane, a part of the Kabuki Warriors. The list of achievements and accomplishments and accolades, can range on forever. In infamy even. But Asuka is looking to gain back some of that momentum, some of that charm that got her the NXT Women's Championship, some of that charm that got her to be one of the most feared and dominant competitors in NXT. But will that Asuka come out tonight? We just got to find out. As both women are ready and we're underway for the first round of the BCW Women's World Championship Tournament as she holds her high. Oh my God. The power of Jordynne Grace coming into play early. Big elbow that time. Asuka able to evade. But oh my goodness, immediately. Jordynne Grace, oh my, looking for a belly to belly there. Grabbing into a waist lock. Front forward waist lock there by Jordynne Grace, but didn't get anything out of there. But that time Asuka gets countered by Jordan. Oh my God, wait a minute. What the hell is she at playing here? Oh my goodness. Look at the strength. Holding her from the ground up. My God. Jordynne Grace. The power that this woman has is oh my God. I have no words. I have no words for how powerful this woman is. Picking her up again. Power slam. The ring just shook to another level to how powerful this woman is. Jordynne Grace now. Asuka getting some momentum back with a big shot to the face. Big palm slap. And here comes Asuka. Asuka, the ever so... Goodness, no, not to the arm, no. My God! Just when you thought Asuka had nothing against Jordynne Grace, and when Jordynne Grace had the upper hand, Asuka finds a way to, oh my God, ever so brutal, ever so relentless in her attack on Jordynne Grace's arm. Into the cover, trying to take out an option to kick out potentially in that left arm, and a kick out though by Grace. And once again, Asuka, a really decorated champion, a decorated superstar in WWE, around the world. A really, oh my goodness, again, big knee to the midsection that time. Now Asuka grabbing her, oh my goodness. Jordynne Grace is still showing that heart, still showing that power on display there. She's carrying Asuka like a sack of potatoes there. Now look at that, just dropping her. Attacking the left arm of Asuka now, trying to get some payback. And now Asuka ain't having it. There we go, sending her into the ropes. Now, oh my God, again. This time, Asuka just targeted in the face. Oh my goodness, and a slap right to the face of Jordan. Might have pumped up the Juggernaut a little bit too much. Might have pissed her off. And oh my goodness! With the good arm with a spine buster. So you can tell that left arm taking into effect, going a little bit limp there. And oh my goodness, oh my God, even with a bad arm, able to hook Asuka in the air with one goddamn arm. Jordynne Grace is a monster. Into the cover, wait a minute. Asuka even surprising Jordynne Grace with a kick out. Not even a count there by the referee with a scoop slam. And now Jordynne Grace, not even wasting time, off the top rope. Elbow drop and misses. Lands on her arm and her back. Asuka now ain't taking no prisoners. Takes down Jordynne Grace with authority. Grace now on the defensive. And here comes Asuka. Big kick right to the face. The lethal striking ability And now here we go into the cover once again. That time, Jordynne Grace not even a count by the referee again. These two just showing that they have nothing but heart and resilience to probably even go for a long time in this match. But hopefully that is in case we don't want to go overtime here. And now here comes Asuka now. Oh my God. Asuka again, this time attacking different ligaments, not just the left arm, but now attacking the left leg. Trying to take down some mobility from the Juggernaut. Oh my God, and dissecting each part of the body with a big kick to the back. 2 count, no. Only a 1 count there, says the referee. Thought I saw a 2 count there, but I guess not. Asuka now stomps right to the arm. Different parts of the body. She's trying to dissect the Juggernaut, trying to dissect Grace, trying to take over as a big part of just a huge string of offensive moves right to the body parts of Grace, and now a kick to the midsection. Vintage Asuka with a hip attack. Right on target into the cover. And this time gets a couple counts off of a kick out. Almost getting the win there over Jordynne Grace. Overpowering Grace at the moment. And now Asuka now, ooh, big shot to the face. And now Asuka once again throwing it right into the turnbuckle. Now Grace once again throwing Asuka right in the harm's way into the turnbuckles there. Those unrelenting turnbuckles. You really barely get some padding on that. And oh my goodness. German suplex landing on the back of her head there. Into the cover. Outside leg hooked and a kick out. And now again Asuka. Asuka showing nothing more than that fearful side of her and a big shoulder tackle of sorts. That might have been a headbutt. Launching her body at Asuka. No, and a kick out. I think Asuka might have grabbed the ropes. I don't know what happened there, but I saw the ropes being tugged by something. I can't really make it out, but wait a minute. Whoa. I don't think the ropes are being tugged right now. Big Juggernaut driver. Cover on Asuka for the win and a kick out, barely. Oh my goodness, ever so slightly getting the win there, almost getting the win there over Asuka. The Empress of Tomorrow is not here to play games, nor is Jordynne Grace. Grace is trying to show that she still has heart, she still has a lot of gas left in the tank. Big fall-away slam that can make Scott Hall proud. Rest in peace, as here comes Jordynne Grace trying to fire up here. Off the top rope. Here she comes with a shoulder tackle. And now, Jordynne Grace throwing Asuka. Throwing caution to the wind there, if you will. And now, off the top rope again, big splash. Didn't go for the cover there. I think that might have been her midsection just churning there. Now here comes Grace once again. Oh my goodness, with a big splash. Not turning off anything. She's going to just be straight on. Trying to push on here and a big kick out. That might have costed her a little bit. But now it's Grace. Trying to will herself on. Might be looking for a big move here. But that time Asuka. Asuka able to evade. Asuka now no. That time Jordynne Grace pushing her into the ropes. Ducking underneath with another spine buster. Right on the pine, if you will. And now, oh my God, this led into the match. Once again, like we saw earlier with a military press drop. Dropping Asuka like a bad habit. And now, Jordynne Grace might be looking for the move again, but that time, that arm got cut into the ropes. Wait a minute. Asuka now wrenching the arm back. Asuka lock. Asuka lock is cinched in. Here we go. We might be seeing a tap out here. Or maybe Jordynne might be going to sleep. Trying to get away from the lock. Trying to get out of it. Trying to evade some type of just like locking it in here. But Asuka has it in deep. That arm is getting wrenched back to her. Oh my God, look at how much pain she's in. She's trying to get out of it. Not by much. She's trying to gasp for some air here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, she got out of it. She got out of it. The Oscar lock has been escaped of by Jordynne Grace. Here we go. Juggernaut driver once again for the second time in this match. And the Juggernaut does it. Jordynne Grace is advancing in the tournament. What a match. My goodness, it had me fumbling over my words most of the match. This match had me at the edge of my seat the entire time. The guts, the overall just power on display by Jordynne Grace for the majority of the match, even though Asuka was dissecting, trying to take out limbs of Jordynne Grace the entire time, trying to demoralize Grace, if you will. And this, I thought this hip attack was it. Goes for the cover. Referee counts the 1, the 2, and barely getting the shoulder up in time. And then Jordynne Grace still showing that effort, showing that heart the entire time in this matchup. Trying to show that she has what it takes to potentially become the BCW Women's World Champion. But she has to go through a bunch of other competitors waiting in line to become that number 1, that numero uno, that inaugural world champion as well. That's what tournaments all are about. They're all about stakes. They're all about pushing yourself to another limit to show that you're willing to carry the flag of BCW as a company. And my goodness, it's been showed here tonight by not only past matches from the likes of the tag team tournament with Undisputed Kingdom and Rascals to the Continental Championship Tournament first round match between Noam Dar and Mike Bailey, but now we're in the present. That was the past. That was then. Jordynne Grace showing that she is willing to show up and show out for the fans here in Anarchy. But now we head into the main course. We head into the first round match between Mike Santana and Josh Alexander. First round BCW World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. A rematch with a lot on the line next. We are here back live on BCW Anarchy. A lot on the line, like I said before. The walking weapon. Josh Alexander title tournament implications. This time around between Josh Alexander and Mike Santana. These two faced off earlier in the year in TNA Genesis, with one man coming out the winner and one quitting and walking out of Dallas empty-handed with nothing. But now it's Josh Alexander walking into BCW Anarchy here in Full Sail with a new mindset. Some might say a new family with him in the Don Callis family in AEW. None of them are out here right now, which is a very shocking sight to see, knowing how Don Callis operates. But I guess he just didn't want to be here tonight. He wanted Josh to do this on his own, and I think, and I assume at least, Josh wanted to do this on his own, as that is a respectable thing to do. One-on-one encounter. A match that Josh hasn't won once between the two men. It's a big opportunity on the line this time around. Last time it was to prove to the fans of TNA Wrestling if Mike Santana really had it. If this man, coming from not only a tag team that had so much success in Impact Wrestling, so much success in AEW, part of the Inner Circle, but now Mike Santana ventures on his own. He ventures on his own accord now. He's driven by guts and grit. He's driven by a lot more nowadays. And now he's looking to become immortal. He's looking to become the first person to etch his name in history. As the fans here are absolutely live and electric for Mike Santana. I guess he's paying homage to the World Heavyweight Champion, a newly won World Heavyweight Champion main event, Jey Uso, yeeting with the fans here. Trying to get the fans hype. In the only way he knows how. Sending that love to main event, Jey Uso, if you want. Mr. Santana. My goodness, this match, intense. And here we go. Josh Alexander. Mike Santana. all going down under one roof. Here we go. We are officially underway here in the early goings of this matchup. Alexander and Mike Santana, number 2, as this match already going off fast pace here. When I'm looking for a pin attempt, they're able to kick out. Able to get out of harm's way immediately in Alexander. Now we see anytime with the heavy hitting strikes with an elbow right to the face, knocking down Santana off his game early. I think that's what Alexander needs to do. That's to prove his dominance and try to prove that he's changed a lot since January. He's changed that, oh my goodness, since becoming a part of the AEW roster, part of the Don Callis family. His motives has changed. His morale has changed a lot. But now Mike Santana's true goal is to become the new flag bearer, the new face of TNA one day. But right now, it ain't about TNA. It ain't about Impact Wrestling. It's not about becoming the face of a company. It's about becoming the first person to etch their name in the history books of BCW. It's truly do or die. We're in the here and the now as Josh Alexander hooks him up with a power bomb. Huge power bomb taking down Mike Santana. My God. Moonsault at the top rope. We don't see Alexander do that much often, but huge kick out by Santana. And that might have taken out a lot of energy. And I think that's what Alexander wants, as Mike Santana showing little to no movement with that armbar being applied by Alexander early. And now here comes Mike Santana trying to fight back, escaping potential harm with that armbar being applied. And now Mike Santana giving little to no inch of breathing room to Alexander, stomping on the wrist. You want to attack the arm, he's going to attack at any given spot that he can get. As Mike Santana showing that grittiness, showing that heart that he has. And now he's willing to go to another state of mind to beat Alexander. And now, wait a minute, whoa. This time I'm looking for something big here, but that time able to escape, landing on his feet there. Santana, though, escaping Alexander's grasp once again. Alexander, big drop kick lands by Santana. Santana really needs to keep the big man off his game. He needs to really show that Alexander isn't going to walk away unscathed. He's not going to walk away without a couple bruises, a couple scars, possibly from the past and now the present. As now Mike Santana giving the fans a little bit of a homage to Latino heat, if you will. And here comes Mike Santana throwing him into the other corner. Big clothesline, rocking Alexander down to the mat. The walking weapon knows what it's like to be in the ring with someone as lethal and someone as powerful as Santana. Making him quit at TNA Genesis was embarrassing. It was something of an embarrassment for the walking weapon, something that he hasn't felt in a very long time. And now Alexander very much on the ropes here. He needs to find a way to counteract what he felt months ago. And now, months prior to this moment, it's very much something that Alexander doesn't want to witness again. He doesn't want another loss on his record against Mike Santana. Another cover again and a kick out. It's now Alexander again, getting some breathing room away from Santana. The big shot to the face, rocking Santana for the moment. Santana trying to go up it again, but all that time, only getting a back elbow for his troubles. It's this time, Alexander now showing nothing but just the heart of a true warrior here in a big clothesline. Able to keep going here against one of his greater rivals at the end of his stint in TNA now. Here comes Alexander once again. Power bomb. Hooks him again. Look at the strength. It was Samoan drop with authority. Wait a minute. Whoa. Santana able to counteract Alexander for the moment. Able to just swing that momentum backwards. Here we go. That time might be looking for a powerbomb of his own. Alexander is able to counter. That time countered by Santana. Oh, both men looking for strikes. Back and forth we go here. Roll up for the win here. No. Santana able to counter. Shoulders down. No, and a kick out. That was a really controversial pin there. So Alexander had his arm under the bottom rope. I don't think the ref was paying attention there. At that time, Alexander able to have a little bit of an arm wrench there, it looked like, on Santana. But look at this. Alexander, whoa! Looking for that moonsault again. Might have paid for it there. And now our arm drag. Setting Alexander on his... Oh, whoa. Might looking for a drop kick there. Setting him on his knees. And that might have pissed off Alexander. Josh now. Here we go. Oh, my God! Crunching him with a huge dragon suplex. With authority there. Excuse me. I've been messing up my words for most of this broadcast. It's apologies for me on my end. With the action that has gone on and transpired throughout most of the night, can't blame me. As here comes Alexander off the top rope with an elbow drop into the cover for the win here to advance in a kick out. What a huge moment it would be for Alexander's career to not only get that 1-0 to 1-1, but to leave Santana in the rearview mirror, to go on to do great things and potentially become the BCW World Heavyweight Champion for the first time and the first ever champion in history of this really early and young company. Here we go. Santana lifting him up and dropping him face first. Reverse powerbomb, reverse face buster, if you will. Here comes Santana. Feeling it now. Here we go. Taking some time. Into a splash. Center of the ring. Halfway across the ring. Kick out though by Alexander. What a match. My God. Santana now. Not giving an inch. He sees that Alexander's hurting. Holding on to that chest. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Might be looking for something there. He might be looking to finish it here. But oh. Might be looking to get down from the ropes there. But Alexander able to catch him. Now, Alexander has him hooked into a big lung blower. My goodness. Double knees right to the midsection. Unforgiving and unrelenting offense of Josh Alexander. Now here we go. Oh my God. Alexander showing that he is a very dominant specimen in the ring. Former TNA World Champion, holding that for 300 plus days. A dominant reign, showing that he is a really forceful, a dominant force in the ring, a very big presence to anyone that steps to him. And now, oh my God! Spin the block! Spin the block into the cover! Cover on Josh! No, and a kick out to almost make it 2-0 against Alexander. What a way to end the match there if it would have been the end. Alexander now, oh, that time dodges, evades really quickly out of the slap there. And here he comes off the ropes. Santana, oh my God, it's a big knee. Trembling down to the mat. Trying to go to the ropes just for some, oh my goodness, somewhere to stand. Trying to get some leverage. And Alexander ain't having it. He ain't letting nothing by. Big DDT off the apron. Alexander bringing his best. And oh my God, he ain't done. Oh, on the apron. Alexander just dumped Santana neck first into the apron with a German. A massive German suplex and throwing Santana right into the steps. I bet Alexander has flashbacks to how close he was to getting curb stomped right into the top of those steps at Genesis. And now he's making Santana pay. Referee, you might want to get out the way. Tope over the top rope. Alexander pulling out all the stops in this main event. What a main event this has been for the BCW World Heavyweight Championship Tournament in the first round, might I add. My goodness. The quarterfinals are heating up, and I can't wait to see what happens next week, as this is only the first week to debut, and the first of many episodes for BCW ain't going anywhere. Big Hurricane Rana taking them down. Alexander and Santana giving it their best. Oh, on the back of his neck. That man has had neck surgeries in the past, and Santana might be looking to exploit that. Big Uranagi with a lot of momentum behind it. A lot of force and a kick out though by Alexander. Able to kick out at one. These two men are not even giving an inch to one another. If you're going to give it your best, you better give it right back. Alexander now. Don't want a shot to the face. And here we go. These two, as we see many times throughout the night, these two guys are willing to go back and forth. They're willing to make this a hockey fight. They're willing to make this a slugfest for Orlando. My God, what a match. And this time, Alexander begging for more. He wants more. He wants Santana to give him his best. No. Wait a minute. That chop was countered. That time a counter again. I can't even keep up. These two. Oh my God, here we go. The fans are on their feet. This match has taken its course and shown that this might just be the beginning of the end. C4 Spike count to 100. Alexander advances. Wow. What a match. I am speechless. 1-1, and most of all, 1 and done. Is Josh Alexander and Mike Santana tying it up. Mike Santana might have gotten the best of Alexander in January, but now we're in May, and my God, did he get the upper hand on Mike Santana this time around, leaving him down and out with one C4 spike, and that's all it took. A spin and block, that might have been it. I honestly thought that was it. I thought that was the end of the match. I thought that was endgame, but that time Alexander showed that he had a lot more left to give, and that probably might have been the game changer. But Santana showed that he had a lot more left in the tank, but not enough to withstand a brutal yet decisive C4 spike for a 1 and a 2 and a 3 to advance and become a part of the semifinals. Wow. Alexander is, oh my God, there's a reason why he's called the walking weapon in this industry. What a match. What a showing for both competitors. You can't take away anything from both Alexander nor Santana as we move forward in BCW. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys for next week as BCW Anarchy ain't going anywhere. Be on the lookout next Saturday, Orlando, Florida, Full Sail. Love y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.